Have you ever wondered how some people climb the ladder of success so effortlessly while others stay stuck in the same place? What's the one habit that sets these successful people apart? Do they have a magical mindset that pushes them forward even in tough times? Most people believe success depends on luck or talent, but in reality, it rests on your thinking and your daily habits. This isn't just a book, it's the secret code to put you on the path to success. The book we're talking about today is Mindset Habits. Its author has changed the lives of millions, proving that when you direct your thinking the right way and build small daily habits, nothing is impossible. Let's see how you can strengthen the foundation of your life. Welcome to Unique Audiobook. This is the place where you'll find the world's best book summaries in just 15 minutes. Every summary reveals a hidden secret that can change your thinking and your life. Whether you're a student, a parent, a professional, part of the corporate world, navigating relationships, or improving your finances, you'll find practical solutions and fresh perspectives here. And remember, the secret we're about to reveal today might just be the turning point in your journey. If you're thinking of skipping this video, hold up a minute. Trust me, the mindsets and habits we're about to share are unknown to 99% of people. Only a few know them, and they use them to create the life they want. This book, Mindset Habits, gives you that exact secret code. To move ahead in life, hard work alone isn't enough. You also need smart work, the right mindset, and the right habits. Stay to the end, because the final principle is the most powerful one, and if you apply it, nothing can stop your success. Stick around and see how an ordinary person becomes extraordinary. There's hardly anyone in the world who hasn't heard of Elon Musk. He's known not just for his success, but for his relentless work ethic and mindset. When he started SpaceX, several rockets failed. People called him crazy, but his mindset was crystal clear. He didn't see failure as a roadblock. He saw it as a chance to learn. He kept trying. And today, SpaceX is one of the biggest space companies in the world. All of this was possible because of his foundation, his mindset, and habits. Elon Musk's success teaches us that if your foundation is strong, you can withstand any storm. But how do you build that foundation? What are the 3 secrets that shape your thinking and habits? Let's lift the curtain and move to our first lesson. Imagine you're walking on a straight, familiar road. You know there's no danger here, but you're not moving forward. Then you see another road, twisty, tough, unfamiliar, but it leads to your destination. Most people stay on the first road because they fear change. Mindset Habits teaches that our biggest obstacle is our own fear. And to overcome it, we must change how we think. Don't run from fear, accept it, and move forward. That's step 1. The author shares. When he started his first company, he knew 90% of startups fail. That fear bothered him daily. But he used fear as motivation. He told himself, "This fear won't make me quit. It'll push me to work harder." He turned fear into strength. Consider a student with a tough subject. We often avoid it, afraid we'll fail. But if you accept the fear and take small steps, say 10 minutes daily, that fear shrinks and you gain mastery. Change means discomfort, and that discomfort is what carries you to your destination. So we learned embracing change is the first step. Fear can hold us back, but if we turn it into strength, nothing can stop our progress. Your action step. Next time you face a new challenge, take a deep breath and tell yourself, "This fear is simply a signal that I'm about to do something new." Then take one small step, just start. Once we accept change, the next question is, are we truly reaching our full potential or getting stuck in superficial things? Lesson 2 shows how to identify our deepest desires and turn them into reality. Let's move to lesson 2, befriending the inner self. Have you ever felt you're doing something you don't enjoy at all, but you keep doing it anyway? That happens because we start living by the world's expectations and stop listening to our inner self. This book teaches that real happiness and success come from listening to and respecting our inner voice. Train your mindset to act from inner drive, not external pressure. That's real power. The author shares an example, a highly successful lawyer who was miserable inside. He fought for others every day, but ignored the inner voice that said he was meant to be an artist. When he finally listened, he quit his job, and today he's a famous painter. Think of a corporate employee who wakes up tired and bored. Their heart longs for creativity, but they keep a job just because it's safe to others. If they start honoring their inner voice and give time to their hobby, life can transform. It's not just a hobby, it's the beginning of a mindset shift. So, we learned, listening to your inner voice and trusting it creates real change. Your action step, Before bed tonight, sit quietly for 5 minutes and ask, what do I genuinely enjoy doing? Whatever comes up, write it down. That's the start of a conversation with your inner self. Talking to your inner self is just the beginning. How do you turn that insight into reality? Do you think and act the same way every day and then wonder why life isn't changing? The next lesson shares a small but powerful secret we all know but rarely use. Wait, a surprising fact. Psychology says only 8% of people keep their New Year's resolutions. The other 92% give up within 3 weeks. Why? Because they don't understand the game of mindset and habits. Imagine you have to climb a huge mountain. If you try to reach the top in one shot, you'll collapse. But if you take just 10 steps a day, you'll reach the summit. That's small steps, big wins. The brain fears big changes, so make habits so small they're hard to ignore micro habits that quietly plant positivity in your mindset. The author recalls advising a CEO struggling with obesity. The CEO resolved to work out an hour a day and failed. The author offered a new approach. Do 1 push-up a day. It sounded like a joke, but he tried. Weeks later, 1 became 2, then 5, then full workouts. A student stares at a daunting chapter. Instead of forcing 10 pages, open the book for 5 minutes and read 1 paragraph. It's so small your brain won't resist. Soon 5 minutes becomes 15, then an hour. It's not just a habit. It plants, I can do this in your mind. So we learned, big success arrives through small, consistent steps. Your action step. When a task feels huge, ask, what's the smallest part I can do right now? Then do just that. Small steps move us forward. But does your mindset truly support those steps? Do you trust yourself or secretly believe you're not worthy? That's a deeper question. The next lesson shows how to trust yourself. If this point resonates with you, drop a comment. Ready for my timing. Often we don't quit because we're tired, we quit because we stop trusting ourselves. This book teaches a crucial lesson. Success isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Stop chasing perfection, focus on progress. When you move forward, even a little each day, you send your brain a signal, I'm worthy. That builds a strong mental foundation. The author shares, while writing his first book, he often felt it wasn't good, but he built a habit of writing 200 words a day. He chose progress over perfection. Today his book is a bestseller, and he credits one thing. He didn't stop trusting himself. Consider relationships. After a fight, people feel like it's over. But if they say one kind thing each day or sit together for just 5 minutes, those tiny steps quietly rebuild the bond. That's the power of progress. Things don't need to be perfect, they just need to get better. So, we learned, progress beats perfection. Trusting yourself is your greatest strength. Your action step. Next time you chase perfection, pause and tell yourself, today I'll be just 1% better. Then begin. Self-trust is powerful, but something else often holds us back. Our past. Do you carry your past like a burden or treat it as a lesson? The next lesson shows how to learn from the past and use it to shape future habits. Imagine your past as a school where you learned a lot, but you never leave the building, so you never move forward. Mindset Habits teaches that the past is a teacher, not a prison. See mistakes as lessons, learn from them, and then let them go. Train your mindset to accept the past, learn from it, and release it. The author shares about someone who suffered a huge business loss and remained stuck in that pain for years. When he reframed it as a lesson, he launched a new venture today. He's a successful entrepreneur. Think of parenting. Many of us scold our kids because our parents scolded us. If we notice the pattern and say, I'm going to teach differently, we can break the cycle. That's not just a habit, it's a conscious decision. So we learned. Real freedom is not running from the past, but learning from it and then letting it go. Your action step. Recall one major mistake. Now view it as a lesson and ask, what did this teach me? Turn that lesson into a new habit. Accepting the past matters, but do you recognize the power of gratitude in your life? Do you thank life for the small things each day? The next lesson shows how gratitude can transform your mindset. You'll be surprised. According to one study, people who do just 5 minutes of gratitude journaling daily are 10% happier and more successful than those who don't. A tiny habit. Imagine looking at a full glass, but seeing only the empty space. That's what we often do in life. We focus on what's missing instead of what we have. This book teaches that gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a conscious practice. Daily gratitude fills your mindset with positive energy. It literally changes neural pathways and helps you attract more positivity. The author shares about someone battling a serious illness. He had many blessings, but thought only about the disease. When he started a daily gratitude practice, his health began to improve. He thanked life for small things, being able to walk, breathe, and be with family. In corporate life, we often think our job is bad, our boss is worse, and our salary too low. But if you wake up and list 3 things you're grateful for: I get to work today, I have a roof over my head, I have food to eat, your mindset begins to shift. So, we learned. Gratitude is a key to happiness and success. Your action step. Before sleeping tonight, write 3 things you're grateful for. Make it a habit and watch your life change. Gratitude shows life's beauty. But do you see that beauty in your relationships too? Do you feel your relationships are strong, or do you want to improve them? The next lesson shows how mindset and habits deeply shape our relationships. Imagine your relationships are a plant. If you don't water it daily, it dries out. This book teaches that relationships don't just depend on love or luck, they depend on daily habits. Relationships are a huge part of our mindset. When we prioritize them, both our mindset and our life improve. Build small positive actions into habits. Talk daily, appreciate each other, or simply spend time together. The author shares about a couple who loved each other but had no time. Exhausted every night, they created a new habit: 15 minutes of conversation after dinner. Just 15 minutes, but it made their relationship stronger. Think of parenting. We often correct our kids' mistakes but forget to praise their good habits. If you appreciate one good thing every day, your child's mindset fills with positivity and your relationship improves. So, we learned. Relationships are the best investment in life. Your action step. Text the person closest to you right now. You matter a lot to me. Small step, big impact. If this resonates, comment. Ready to build my foundation. Do you fear failure? Do you think failure means it's over? Mindset Habits teaches that failure isn't a barrier, it's a step to success. Every successful person has failed many times, but they treat failure as a teacher. Train your mindset to see failure as an opportunity, not a defeat. When you do, you learn from mistakes and begin again. The author cites Thomas Edison, who failed 0 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked how it felt to fail so much, he said, "I didn't fail 0 times, I found 0 ways that don't work." That's the power of mindset. A student fails an exam. Instead of giving up, they meet the teacher and ask, "Where am I going wrong?" They learn from mistakes and pass next time. So, we learned. Failure isn't a roadblock, it's the first step to success. Your action step. Next time you fail, don't collapse. Ask, what did this teach me? Turn that lesson into a new habit. Imagine trying to finish a massive task in one go. You juggle 10 things at once and end up doing none well. Mindset Habits teaches that our greatest power is focus. When we single task, one task at a time, we do deeper, better work. It calms the mind and boosts impact. A CEO increased company productivity by introducing No Meeting Wednesday. One day a week with 0 meetings, everyone focused on one task. Result, 50% productivity boost. A student tries to study while phone and social media scream for attention. Put the phone away for 20 minutes and focus only on studying. You'll do an hour's work in 20 minutes. So, we learned, focus is the master key to success. Your action step. When you start your next task, shut off phone, laptop distractions, and focus on just one thing. Do you think self-discipline is only for boring people? This book shows self-discipline isn't a burden, it's a superpower. It gives you the strength to do what's right for you even when you don't feel like it. It strengthens your mindset and helps you hit your goals. Self-discipline teaches you to trade today's pleasure for tomorrow's happiness. Think of an Olympic athlete training for hours daily, even on low motivation days. Self-discipline gets them out of bed and into the arena. That's how champions are made. Someone wants to get fit. They promise an hour at the gym and quit. But if they simply go for 5 minutes, that tiny habit trains the mind towards self-discipline. So, we learned, self-discipline is your greatest strength. Your action step. When you feel like delaying a task, tell yourself, I'll do this for just 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes are the start of your self-discipline. So friends, from mindset habits, we learned that success isn't magic, it's the result of the right mindset and the right habits. We learned how to befriend fear, listen to the inner self, take small steps, trust ourselves, accept failure, and harness the power of gratitude. We also saw how relationships and self-discipline form the base of our lives. This journey frees you from old thinking and helps you become the person you've always wanted to be. Remember, you are the author of your life, and every day your mindset and habits write your story. Start rewriting it today. If you made it to the end, it means you're serious about changing your life, and that's a big step. Our mission is to bring you the world's best book summaries. You can support us by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. If you want a summary of another book, comment its name below. You'll find summaries of 100+ top books here, just like Mindset, Habits. The book link is in the description. Check it out. Always remember, your habits decide the future of your life.